almost everyone listening and watching has some kind of a business. It's either a side hustle, it's a main hustle. What, in your opinion, makes someone exceptional in sales?
Yeah, thank you. It's a great question. I want to also clarify something. I was actually in the top 200 loan officers.
Wow.
1% is good because at the time there were about 785,000. So that would have been that I was in the top 75,000 at 1%, but I was actually in the top 200. And as a woman in a male dominated industry, which is now changing, thank goodness. But that's a pretty good feat. But, there's something I always say is stop talking, take action, get results. So many people are talkers. They're talkers, and there's just such a lack of action. And it's funny because I was just I coach a whole mortgage company, their entire management staff. And even they don't do things. I said, how many of you finished what we talked about last or 2 weeks ago? Nobody out of 70, nobody does anything. So, it is about getting, stop talking, take action, get results. And I think that that's one of the biggest things is that you have to, that's one thing. Number two, which really is number one, but we were talking about action for me is clarity. I believe that a life of values adds value everywhere in your life. And if you can figure out what your values are, you can phone a friend. You can phone your value for every decision you make. Your decisions are better, they're faster, they're more concise because you're clear about what you want in your life. So that clarity is so important rather than just the meandering around of capturing shiny objects and trying to find the magic pill because it's not sexy. It's a lot of work. And those that have that tenacity to do that and the resilience to continue to go forward regardless are the ones who are the most successful. And that's why, my book and the show is called Tell Me I Can't, because there's nothing that will get in my way. Everything's possible.
And I love what you said, about that clarity. So many people lack clarity. They don't communicate. In one of my roles, I work with all men. I have all my staff are men, all the co-founders are men, Jen. And I'm like, would you all communicate? Let everyone know you saw the Slack message. Like, oh my gosh. And with clarity and certainty, there can be no overwhelm. But I had Dave Horsager on the show, and he is the global expert on trust. And one of the things he was saying, without clarity, you lose trust. Without trust, you lose deals.
Yeah. It's funny you say that because, I use the same sort of adage of, clarity, helps you with your message, it helps people recognize you and it offers opportunities to meet people. And when you meet people, you have relationships. And when you have relationships, you make money. Therefore, clarity equals more success and more money. Right? Same kind of thing. I think it's the difference between being a brown paper bag and a Tiffany box. So many people are brown paper bags. They're just the same thing. And when you open up a brown paper bag, I don't know what's going to be in there, right? Because it's not clear. Could it be good? Could it be bad? Is it going to be one thing and the other? But boy, when I receive a Tiffany box, I know exactly what to expect. And what's great about the Tiffany box is that we all know when we walk into Tiffany's, it's going to cost more. And that's okay because it's the experience we're looking for. And without that clarity, you can't provide that experience, which creates a revolving door of clients. And so it's all about client attraction rather than chasing.